Uh,
Leonard, I think that's your first Conference Player of the Week honor. Just want to ask you, I mean, obviously you think you knew you had a big game Sunday. Just what that means to be recognized as the best on the league for a week.
I mean, it means a lot. But on to the next. We know it's this division game and December football. Every win counts, and we need every game. So that's just what I'm my focus on next.
There's always this talk of like teams that play really good defense and run the ball really well tend to be the ones that emerge in the month of December. Do you kind of get up for that, kind of knowing that there's some opportunities there?
I mean, definitely. We know what's at stake. Coach BA tells us every day in the meetings in the morning what we're playing for. So just coming out knowing that each individual we play a part in this team, and that will make us whole. Come out and do our job.
And you had said before that you were okay maybe not being the guy. You kind of had to learn last year to not be the guy. But some would say your performance on Sunday, you carried your team. What's it like to be able to have that opportunity to do so much, especially on a day when the passing game wasn't necessarily getting into that rhythm that you guys are used to?
Like I say, you give any guy on our team the ball, opportunity, they will take over probably the same I did. My number was just called up. The coach trusted me and believed in me, and that I get the job done, and that's what happened.
Being here in the second year with this coaching staff, where do you think your game has evolved?
Uh, I mean, I've always could block and catch, so I just say more of being more of a student, studying more and more, understanding defenses. That's about it.
I think you can kind of point to one guy or coach that maybe really helped you the most to kind of.
Definitely Coach B, and also our running back coach Todd McNair. By him playing in the lead, being a third down back, it helps us out a lot because he has a lot of things he did when he played. He figured he'd help us out with as a whole, and we kind of put it into our own game.
Anything different? You see things different now in the game?
I mean, not really. No, football is football at the end of the day. But if you take the time to prepare for each and every game, each and every opponent, it'll become easier to you.
What do you expect to see against Atlanta this week?
Well, I know they have a great front, two outstanding linebackers. One I played against in high school, went to college with him, Debo Jones. So we just know it's not gonna be easy. Playing them for the second time, they're gonna throw a lot of new things at us. We just have to be ready for the curveball.
Leonard, there's so many great weapons that you mentioned, the wide receivers, the tight ends, all that. For them to turn and hand the ball and throw it to you because that's what the defense says they should do and you bake I mean, how much trust is that between Tom, Leftwich? I mean, they have no trouble just saying, all right, this is his game.
Yeah, it's a lot of trust, but once again, you have to earn that. It's always earned. Nothing is never given. That's about doing the reps the right way each and every day at practice. When we're going over the routes, catching them each and every day at practice, not dropping the ball. And I think that's how my opportunity came. They entrusted me with the ball, and just don't look back from there.
You look like you would never get tired. You look like a guy that never gets tired. I mean, you got a couple plays off with Ronald, and that probably helped you in the fourth. I mean, are you just, without fatigue, like you're conditioning at that level to like, hey, give me more, give me more.
Yeah, my trainer Mo knows, Morgan Wells. He's definitely been he's been doing a great job with me as far as my conditioning. He understands my body. We both went to LSU together. He ran track, but I was playing football. And now that my conditioning and strength coach, he's doing a wonderful job of keeping me in shape.
What's the key to that? I mean, I don't want you to give away any trade secrets, but it's rare for a guy with your kind of mass, and I mean that in a nice, positive way, to be able to move as much as you do.
I mean, one guy, my athleticism for my family. That's number one. And I think number two is just knowing what you have. Knowing what your body is not good at, the food you intake. I have a chef and things like that, so I just try to keep my body as right as I can.
How did you feel on Monday?
I was a little bit sore, but I got on a treadmill, ran, came here, did some recovery stuff, so I'm good.
Does it help you? I mean, in Jacksonville, you were playing 90% of snaps sometimes, where you really didn't come off the field. So now, if you're playing 70%, it probably seems easy.
Yeah, it's definitely easy. When Jacksonville, I was calling down every blitz. I was doing everything pretty much. So just coming here and not having that load on my back. Being on that offense, I was probably the only guy. It was probably just me, DJ Chalk, and Minshew. But now there's so many other guys that can help each other game out. So I feel great.
I'd ask Coach Arians this, but this team has a 3-game lead in the division, which just hasn't happened much in this franchise's history. Just kind of what does it mean for you guys to be able to kind of have that type of lead in the division? Although you also know you've got what 4 contests left against divisional opponents.
I think we don't focus on that too much. We try to take it one game at a time. I believe all the rest of those things are going to take care of themselves. But as far as the Bucs, our schedule is what we focus on, game by game. Each opponent, you got to come out and beat them, and that's the main focus. Is December football. We know how important this is as far as playoffs and having a home race to your own advantage. So we're trying to figure that out.
You're not expecting any of those divisional opponents, regardless of record, to lay down.
No, they're not. They're not at all.
You were so great in the postseason, and then of course beginning of this year. When you were a free agent, were you out there? Were you surprised there weren't like people just throwing tons of big money at you? And do you think you've proven enough here already that is this where you want to stay? I know these are things that happen in the off season, not during.
I mean, when I was a free agent, we had the cap. The cap thing was going on too with the money. So, but at the end of the day, I love it here. I made a home name for myself here. They love me back. So I mean, we'll see. Right now, focus is trying to get back to the playoffs and win another ring with the squad. That's the reason why I've came back, and the reason why a lot of guys came back too.
Think of the last week, the high school team timing in your FaceTime with.
It was funny, man. It was funny. I enjoyed it. And I wish when I was in high school we could talk to Tom Brady. You know what I mean? But I'm glad those guys enjoyed themselves. They're from Michigan. Tom went to Michigan, so I hope you never know. It probably touched one of their lives, man. So that's what it's all about.
What's good to say to them?
For
What's
me?
good to say to them?
I was just joking with them.
Yeah.
Things like that. Being me. And just let Sean, Gronk, Sherm, Devin White, Levante, Mike, all those guys just say hello to him, and that's about it.
They'd be in shock.
Yeah, they kept talking about their fantasy and football and all that, but it was all right.
Have you followed up? I mean, come on. The one guy was asking you for a good
I mean,
fantasy
it
performance.
was so many kids on there. I don't know who said it, to be honest. It was like 20 people on there, so.
You gotta hit up the group text and be like, hey.
Nah, that's Sean's job. That's Sean's job.
Yeah. No, wait a second though. You said you could only imagine being able to talk to Tom Brady in high school. Little Wayne was tweeting about you when you were in hie school. You had the Manning brothers talking about you. So I mean, let's.
Yeah, it was cool, being a number one player, things like that. And it seems so long ago when I was in high school, but it was definitely great memories.
Watch that final play, the game-winning touchdown. You come back and see it all. You see the blocking that is.
Oh, Chris. Yeah, Chris holding his block, from Donovan, from Cap. I mean, that's one thing I said about this sport is a team sport. You don't get it done by yourself. So without everybody having their hands in, I wouldn't have got that touchdown without those guys.
You got one guy to beat. One guy's not going to take you down in that situation, right?
He bet not. I mean, that's that's what we work on. That's what we practice.
Hey Leonard, what did you think of your most recent nickname from Gronk? And a nickname is supposed to stick, right? Like, so how come you seem to have like a different nickname every? What is it about you that you get a different nickname depending on every game and how it shakes out?
I mean, special players. Well, we have a lot of special players on our team. And Gronk is crazy, man. That's just his personality. He's one of the best guys I've been around. I can say that. And just coming up with each name each and every day. I mean, there's plenty of names at practice. Like Devin, when I got cut, Devin called me Cut Lenny one day. It was a lot going on, So I have plenty of names, but just being here and earning their respect. And calling those guys my brothers, it means a lot to me, coming from where I come from and the situation I've been in, and now I have a family in a different part of Florida. It's a wonderful feeling.
I was trying to use some reverse psychology to kind of lure you here quickly so that you have a team again.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, what do you think of Brian Kelly?
I mean, I hope they win. I mean, I don't have nothing to do with that. I play for University of the Bucs now. So, but I hope LSU wins, definitely.
Still wear their colors though.
Yeah, I do. Still my school.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.